The horse has been interwoven into the fabric of Massachusetts for centuries. Today, once we get off the highways and onto the byways, we'll often find a horse grazing peacefully in a paddock. According to the comprehensive 2005 Deloitte report, there were 37,000 horses in Massachusetts, the majority of which are the Thoroughbred breed. The Thoroughbred horse in Massachusetts generates in excess of $450 million for the gross domestic product of the Commonwealth. The goals of the Mass Breeders Association are to expand breeding and farming in the Commonwealth. Official breeding rules are that mares in the state from October 1st until foaling are to be bred back to a registered Massachusetts stallion after foaling. The registered Massachusetts stallion must be in the state from February 1st until the end of the breeding season. Jockey Club rules stipulate that there has to be a live cover, as opposed to artificial insemination, to be eligible as a registered thoroughbred. The mare will arrive at an in-state breeding farm and generate expenses related to her care, which include feed, hay, bedding, veterinarian visits, farrier, a handler, barn help, and general laborers. This mare will be bred, and when she's pronounced safely in foal, she'll often be sent back to her owner's farm, which is generally in a different community, where she will stay until her 11-month pregnancy produces a foal. These farms are preserving open space of more than 10,000 acres. Some are historic farms dating from 1706. Some have been in families since 1850. Others are reclaimed dairy farms and orchards, and some are land that are saved from development. In 2003, an in-depth analysis of the Massachusetts thoroughbred parimutuel industry by noted Boston College economist Father Richard McGowan credits the industry with a contribution of over $310 million to the Massachusetts gross domestic product. Father McGowan also identifies the very difficult-to-measure value of protected open space. Since 2012, there has been an increase in mares bred and foaled. New high-quality stallions have come into the state because of the promise of expanded gaming money. Most foals stay on their home farms until they are ready to go into training at approximately 2 years old. Most go to a training farm, typically in a different community where they are prepared for their careers as racehorses. Care and support of the thoroughbred creates and sustains more than 5,200 direct or indirect jobs. This includes a large investment in machinery and maintenance. By the time they arrive at the racetrack, their care will have contributed to at least 3 communities over a 3.5-year time span. At the racetrack, the care of the thoroughbred will become increasingly labor-intensive. By the time you watch horses walk out to the paddock for their first races, they have gone through their weanling, yearling, and 2-year-old years, and each has contributed at least $35,000 to the economy of Massachusetts. During their 3 to 5 years at the racetrack, they will also spend time at local farms, resting and laying up between races. With a life expectancy of 20 years or more, these horses spend 80% of their time on farms in the communities. After their careers, some of these thoroughbreds will go back into their communities where they continue to stimulate the economy through jumping, dressage, polo, and in show rings. Others will spend their careers trail riding, as cow ponies, as therapy horses, and pets. The horse's duties may have changed, but the maintenance costs don't change much. Some of these disciplines by nature contribute a generous amount of money to the economy. The Massachusetts legislature, in its wisdom, crafted an expanded gaming program, guaranteeing 125 days of live racing along with the Mass Breeders' Awards. Used wisely, this economic pump priming promises to sustain and enhance the valuable contribution of the thoroughbred in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. The future of the thoroughbred is bright and financially sound.